chest that no one ever tried to read. Every step felt heavier than the last. Every dream she held was made of glass, and life taught her far too early how cold the wind can be. She walked alone through a broken field, shadows growing where her hope should rise. The village whispered stories of a girl who never learned to smile. A girl the world had tried too hard, and before her heart had even grown. But she kept walking, bare feet on frozen stones, learning to survive in a land that gave her nothing back. The rain became her lullaby, the cliffs became her only friend. She listened to the ocean breathe and trying to understand why she still stayed. Her tears were rivers no one saw falling quietly under moonlit skies, and her voice was just an echo the wind carried away. But the old Celtic gods were watching, whispering in the trembling grass. Child of storms, don't lose your fire. Those who break the hardest shine the brightest in the One morning as the sea turned cold, she met a stranger with a warrior's heart. A man carved by wind and sorrow, yet gentle as a rising dawn. He looked at her like she was a story worth hearing, a song worth singing, a soul worth saving. She tried to run at first, used to lose in everything she touched, but he walked beside her, slow as the tide, patient as the hills. He took her trembling hands and kissed the scars the world had left behind. And for the first time in her life, the storm inside her softened. His love was not loud, not sharp, not blinding. It was a quiet flame that warmed the coldest corners of her chest. He taught her how to breathe again, how to laugh with her whole body, how to stand tall in the rain without feeling afraid. Together they walked the northern cliffs, wind dancing through their hair. Celtic runes glowing faintly on the paths beneath their feet. And they spoke again, not of a broken girl, but of a woman reborn, a heart healed, a soul found. And she learned this truth from the voice of the sea itself. You are not the storms you survive, you are the strength it took to walk through them. And now the world sings her name like an old Irish hymn. The girl who carried darkness and grew into the light. The girl who thought she was unlovable until love proved her wrong. And on quiet nights when waves kiss the shore and the moon hums softly, you can hear her voice, steady and bright. I was a child of sorrow, but now I'm a woman of fire. Love did not save me, it showed me how to save myself. shadowed sea, calling all gods buried deep in the coast. Her hair is fire in the storm's cold eye. Her steps carve echoes on the broken stone. I feel the earth tremble under her cry.
A banshee unleashed, no longer alone. The man joins in with a thunder chant. Drums like war hearts beating through the land. Legend twists awake beneath our feet, shaking dust off every ancient strand. Metal sparks dance with reel and fiddle. The sky goes red like a forgotten war. The sea roars back with a growling riddle. Wake the dead,
Or be silenced forevermore. Voices collide.
storm against flame,
Our shadows rise.
calling her name. Unleash the banshee's metal scream. Let it tear through night like a burning dream. From cliffs to fire, from sea to sky. Her cry is the storm we refuse to deny. Unleash the banshee's metal scream.
Ancient blood and thunder convene. She rises higher than the breaking lightning, a voice for sharp in the world between. Her wail turns grief into iron rhythm, a weapon carved from what should have been.
He answers her with a roar of battle. Two souls locked tight in a storm-born trance. Folklore reborn into raging middle. Of spirits waking just to watch them dance.
Now the hills ignite with spectral fire. Old warriors march in the trembling rain. The banshee leads with a vow of thunder. Her voice a blade cutting through every chain.
He walks beside her, fierce and unbroken. Their duet shakes gods from ancient sleep. On this night, their prophecy spoken. A scream, a song, a promise to keep. Unleash the banshee's metal scream. Let it tear through night like a burning dream. From cliffs to fire, from sea to sky.
Our cry is the storm we refuse to deny.
Unleash the banshee's metal scream.
Where ancient blood and thunder
Unleash the banshee's metal scream.
Where ancient blood and thunder Storm in my heart won't quiet down tonight. Clouds gather where you used to breathe, and every whisper of the wind sounds like you're trying to leak in. I walk through the ruins of our memories, places where your laughter used to live. Now everything echoes like broken glass, scattered across the floor of my chest. The flute rises soft like your voice before it cracked, a trembling note drifting into the dark, searching for the warmth we lost. The night we forgot how to love each other, the violin answers with a wounded cry, dragging its bow across old wounds, each stroke pulling out another truth that I tried too hard to bury. You left a storm raging in my blood, waves crashing against a broken shore, and no matter how far I run, I still feel the lightning in your name. I'm drowning in echoes of us, the promises, the fire, the silence, all the things we never said, waiting for me in the rain. The night feels endless without you. I swear the moon looks different now, like it knows the pieces missing from my soul. Even the wind feels colder when it passes through the space you left behind. I try to speak, but every word dissolves, turning into mist before it finds the air, as if the universe refuses to let me call you back again. The flute keeps weaving through the night, a fragile thread holding me together, pulling my shaking heartbeat back from the edge of falling apart. And the violin, tired but unbroken, lays its sorrow across my skin, reminding me the pain can sing too when it has nowhere else to go. Rain cars rivers down my face, each drop of memory I cannot live. I see a silhouette in every flash of lightning, familiar, distant, unreachable, like a love that still remembers how to burn and destroy at the same time. My hands still hold the shape of you, even though you've been gone for so long. The stars have forgotten your name, and still the storm doesn't rest. It circles inside me, pulling apart everything I thought I was, shaking the foundations of who I tried to be when I was yours. Thunder rolls through my ribs, a reminder of the things we broke, not loudly but slowly, like a soft goodbye whispered too late. If silence ever asked for a melody, it would sound like this night. The flute begging for calm, the violin wanting what it could not save, and me standing here, a shadow soaked in rain, waiting for a heart that may never heal. But somewhere beneath the storm, beneath the wreckage and the cold, a small light flickers, a spark refusing to die, fighting the wind, the rain, the heartbreak. Maybe it's hope, maybe it's denial. secrets to the wind. His eyes carried stories older than the mountains, and his voice felt like a promise. She was never meant to hear two different worlds and fragile heartbeat connecting them. A love born in silence and doomed by fate. She reached for him like dawn reaching for the night. Beautiful, desperate, knowing they could never exist in the same sky. But oh no, your heart pulled mine across the storm, across the years, across the walls. We were born behind, and though our worlds will never touch, I still feel you under my skin. You are the love I cannot hold, and the wound I cannot heal. He held her like a secret the gods were waiting to undo. Every smile was borrowed time, every kiss a stolen moment. Between destiny and desire, she belonged to the hills, to the life her people carved in stone. He belonged to the sea, to a path already chosen for him. Still they met in hidden valleys, in forests where the moon dared not speak. His hands trembled when he touched her, as if afraid she might disappear. The moment he believed she was real. But oh, your heart calls mine across the storm, across the years, across the walls. We were born behind, and though our worlds will never touch, I still feel you under my skin. You are the love I cannot hold, and the wound I cannot heal. The day they said goodbye, the sky stayed grey, as if even the heavens knew what they were losing. She whispered, if we were born in another life. He answered, we'd never leave each other's side. But in this life, they walked away. He to the waves, she to the mountains, each carrying half a heart that would never beat whole again. And still your heart I die before the morning comes, don't let your tears fall for me. I was a quiet storm, you tried to hold the wounded heart, you tried to heal, but some storms are born to fade before the sky ever clears. If my voice disappears into the wind, remember it once whispered your name with a tenderness the world never heard. Remember my laughter in the days when the weight of life didn't drown me, when I still believed I could stay strong for you. But don't cry for the parts of me that were already breaking long before the end. The flutes will play where my breath used to be, soft, trembling, aching like a memory. The violin will carry the rest of me, stretching every goodbye into a wounded note, letting the world know I tried, I really tried to stay.
If I die, don't cry on me. Let the rain do it for you. Let the sky be the one that collapses, not you. You've already carried too many storms that belong to me.
Think of me when the wind moves gently, not when it howls through the places I used to stand. Think of the warmth we shared, not the cold I fought inside my own ribs. I never wanted to be a burden, never wanted to be another shadow you had to chase. If my heart stops before I learn how to quiet the storm inside it, promise me you'll keep living louder than my silence ever could. Promise me you'll walk into the light I couldn't always reach. Promise me you won't let my darkness dim your fire. Hold me, your memory, not in your sorrow. Hold the parts of me that loved you fiercely, the parts that smiled at the sound of your steps, the parts that felt safe in your arms. Let the rest, the pain, the doubt, the broken pieces fall away like leaves in winter. If I die,
Don't cry on me. Cry for the world that didn't see me.
cry for the battles I fought alone. Cry for the boy who tried to stay strong for too long. But don't cry for the ending. I'm finally free of the storm. Light a candle if you must, something soft, something warm. Let the flame be the part of me that stays, and let the smoke be the part that finally learns to rise. And when you walk away, let the music play behind you. The flute, the violin, the flute, the violin. goodbye, and know that even in the darkness I loved you enough to not want your tears.
Twisting like poison vines, telling me to break what I've worked to build. I feel the demons clawing at my nerves, dragon chains they forge from doubt. But I've walked too far and bled too much to ever kneel to voices like that. They rise when I'm weak, they roar when I stumble, but I'm done running tonight. I turn around and face them. I hear the demons screaming, but I'm screaming louder. They try to pull me under, but I climb out stronger. This is the battle in my skull, the war inside my veins. I'll break the chains they built for me and burn their throne in flames. They speak with my own voice sometimes, like a mirror twisted into something cruel, telling me I'm nothing, telling me I should fall, telling me I'm better off lost in the dark. But I'm not their puppet, not their weapon, not their victim anymore. I rise like fire through a winter storm, and I tear their lies apart. Let them roar, let them rage. I won't bend and I won't break. Every scar they gave me is the proof I walked away. I hear the demons screaming, but I'm screaming louder. They try to pull me under, but I climb out stronger. This is the battle in my skull, the war inside my veins. I'll break the chains they built for me and burn their throne in flames. I feel them circling, breathing down my neck, but I won't run and I won't bow. I'm done with fear and regret. Let them come, I'm ready now. I fight with fire, I fight with truth, I fight with every broken piece that made me stronger than my youth. I hear the demons screaming, but my heart hits harder. Every step they try to steal, I take back with thunder. This is my mind, my life, my war to win or lose, and I will rise, I will rise, I will rise, because I finally choose my life. The demons fade into the smoke, and I walk out of the fire hole. Hi, hi, this war is mine, and I'm not done fighting. My life.
called your name in the rain, but the wind laughed back at me, carrying echoes of our pain. My boots hit the ancient stones where the old gods used to roam, and I felt their cold breath whisper, you were never hers to own. You carved your lies in shadows like a hunter hides a snare, but I'm wiser than your silence and I'm stronger than your stare. I broke the chains you tightened, I burned the bridge you crossed, and the sea roared underneath me, singing hymns of what you lost. I fucking hate you, go away, just fade into the storm. I rise like fire from the ashes of a love long torn. Your voice is poison, your memory a dying flame. I dance in thunder now, free from your cursed name. There was a time I trembled when your shadow touched my door, but tonight I hear the war drums from the ancient northern shore. A woman forged in heartbreak is a blade the gods admire, and I'm done begging for mercy, now I walk with rising fire. So take your hollow promises, let them drown in winter's tide, for I've learned the truth of loving those who shatter you inside. Let the ravens carry warning of the storm you made in me. I'm the dancer of my freedom, and you're nothing left to see. I fucking hate you, go away, just fade into the storm. I rise like fire from the ashes of a love long torn. Your voice is poison, your memory a dying flame. I dance in thunder now, free from your cursed name. I fucking hate you, go away, just fade into the storm. I rise like fire from the ashes of a love long torn. Your voice is poison, your memory a dying flame. I dance in thunder now, free from your cursed name. I fucking hate you, go away, let the wild winds take you home, for I'll be singing on the cliffside where your darkness cannot roam.
The storm hits hard tonight, but I hit harder. I feel a wind trying to push me back, but it doesn't know me. I've walked through worse, I've survived things that should have ended me, and here I am, still standing, still rising. I look at myself and I see the truth. I was never shaped by comfort, I was forged in the cold. Hammered by fire, strengthened by nights where I had no one but myself. Every scar on my skin, every bruise on my spirit, yeah, I earned those, and every one of them made me stronger. I remind myself I'm not here because life was easy. I'm here because I refuse to break, because every time I fell, I taught myself how to rise faster, harder, louder. I hear the drums in my chest, I feel the fire in my veins, waking up again. I hear the warrior in me whisper, get up, move, this is not where you stop. And he's right, I'm not done.